another video with SirLucien. We're back on the Beyond server in Revenge of the CT mod pack. And I wanted to bring you in and just show you what I've been doing offline a little bit. So let's go ahead and jump back in here. Yeah. So as you can see, Tinkers is up and running. We've got it about 4 high at the moment. I've been doing a lot of smelting, but just have the iron in there at the moment. One thing, if you don't know, most of you probably already know about Tinkers, but if you don't know that when you put ore in here, you get 2 bars out of it instead of just the 1. 2 tanks for our fuel, which is lava at the moment. I'm just doing that by hand, but now that I've got my tools, I won't be using that too much. We have our crafting station, and then our parts builder. We have 3 of our drains so that we can go ahead and make any of the stuff that we want, as you can see here. And then we have a bucket here which will create blocks. So if I wanted to create like a iron block and just click on it, it'll make an iron block, and then I can turn that into bars if I need them. Or I could just create a single bar if I want. So this is just all kind of just right clicking on it, and when it's done you just grab it. When it's done, you grab it. It's in your inventory and ready for use. So pretty cool. And you can always put this back into the furnace if you need to resmelt it. So let's say, okay, I don't really want to do that. We'll just go ahead and put it back in, and it'll go ahead and burn through that again. I may make it taller just to allow me to store more liquids, but for the moment, I think I feel pretty good. We have the, up here, we have the stencil table. And I have went ahead and made all my stencils, which I am keeping in my chest over here. So all the different stencils to be used, as you can see here. This is just extra stuff being used with Tinkers. As you can see, we have all of our castings now. This is made out of the aluminum brass stuff. So we have all the different items cast. Let's make sure we have plenty of light if it goes nighttime here. We're going to do a different lighting source coming up. We're going to find a better modded lighting source. But we just want to make sure everything's good for now. So as you can see, we can build just about any tool we need, any one we want. We can play around and have a lot of fun. Over here, I built where the bed is. This is temporary for now until I finish the keep. I put in some bookcases to hold our books. We can take a look at that. So you see some books. There we go. We've got, let's go ahead and hit our bed here. We also have this is our spare chest of just junk and stuff in case I die and I need to grab some quick stuff and come back. Our money's here. Some extra tools and stuff. Got a table. Did a little bit of biblio stuff. We're going to be doing a bunch more of that. Checking out different doors, as you can see. So here's a eucalyptus door. Here's a Sakura door, which I think I like the most. So I'll probably be using those in the keep. Miscellaneous junk. Crafting table. This is a slightly larger chest. So I was just checking out some of the storage things, as you can see here. And I'm just putting in building blocks and things that I'm not using at the moment. Extra woods, extra basalt, rubber wood, rubber, that kind of stuff. Eventually we'll do something with that. And we have a 3D furnace, as you can see here. So we've been cooking up some more basalt because we're going to make some more of these stones, which is going to be part of my castle build here eventually. But we're not quite there yet. We're still building those up. So that is the keep. Over here are the extra ores for mining. So I've done some mining, not a lot. I need to do a bunch more because I need a bunch more gold to really get going. I have the other stuff in abundance. I think it's just I'm lacking gold at the moment. I think that's kind of holding me back. Oh, I'll need my miner's backpack again. This is all the spare parts. So these are stone parts and tool rods and things that I haven't used, fletching and stuff like that. So spare parts that I might need for different tools. I'll probably expand that across here. I found these these miniature chests which hold just a stack of an item. So you can put in, I'm going to put in here, like this is going to be all of the monster drops. So you have like the eyes. I'll probably put a frame up and something so you can see what's in each one of these or a sign. But, you know, there's the rotten flesh and, you know, bones or string and that kinds of stuff. That's what I'm going to use there for now. We attempted to try to start using some of this molecular inscriber from Matter Overdrive, but we're going to come back to that in just a second. We're not done doing that quite yet. Let's talk about, though, let's finish off Tinkers for now, the Tinker tools I've created here. So you can see I made a Triton, which is basically, yeah, it shows you here. So it's a titanium sword blade with an electrum handguard and a titanium tool rod. So I get, as you can see, a pretty strong sword. On it right now, the only thing I put on it is auto repair, which comes from doing mossy cobblestone. If you guys don't know that, that's a really awesome effect for creating an upgrade to your weapons or items. Is you get 9 mossy stone, you put it in your crafting table, and it creates a little mossy ball. So like if we, well, it would look something like this, but, and then there'd be a little green moss ball here if you did that. And then you can add that to your tools in the tool area here. So you just add that, and you'd throw your tool in there, and you'd throw in how you want to upgrade it in this area, and it would start upgrading that item. So that's pretty cool. So what else? So that's our sword. So we've got, this one is a broadsword, I believe, or the long sword. So this one has the ability to leap you forward, as you can see there. I wouldn't say it's like the best. I was just trying out. I had a bunch of titanium, so I wanted to see, and I hadn't used titanium before with Tinkers. The last time I used it, I didn't have that ore in the mod pack I was using, so I was just trying it out. Then we also have our pick that we use quite a bit right now. So we have a slimy, fancy, reinforced 3 haste auto repair pick, basically made out of titanium also. So it's got a titanium pickaxe head, which wasn't really good because it had great durability, but the mining speed was a 1. So it was really super slow. I put on the electrum binding because I had a bunch of electrum, so that added the fancy and the reinforced one. And then I used a slimy tool rod, which is the handle. That doubles the amount of durability, or it's a 1.5 modifier, not double, but a 1.5 modifier, which is pretty nice. And then the actual items on it are haste and auto repair. So that was adding in redstone, adds in haste, and then again that that mossy cobblestone, you know, slimy ball lets you add auto repair. So these actually auto repair when they're just sitting in my inventory. Next, we move on to our shovel. It's still our flint shovel, but I just put auto repair on it because I don't use a shovel a lot, and it doesn't really need to be very powerful. The only thing I might add to it is maybe an obsidian plate just to give it more hit points. Other than that, the auto repair is going to keep it going. And then I did an Invar hatchet. So I had some Invar iron in there, or ingots, I guess. And for this one, let's hold it down. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. What I want is control. There we go. Or shift. So you can see it's an Invar hatchet head. And the repair material Invar, yep. Mining speed 7, mining level redstone, which for wood, you don't really need too much more. I might put on this one, besides the auto repair, I might also add redstone to it to go ahead and give me faster speed. And I might add lapis to it, which gives it luck, I believe, also. So that's a pretty good axe at the moment. And I think if we hold control, yeah, it's an Invar axe head, a slimy tool rod. These are the 2 items, so nothing too fancy there. And then last, I tried out the short bow because I remember the last time I did tinkers and bows, it would lag the game out a little bit, so I never used the tinker bow in my previous series. So this time around, I tried it out again, And we've got a wooden bow limb, and then the bowstring. So just a pretty straight standard bow, wooden bow. But then we went ahead and it's got the mossy cobblestone on it. So that gives it the auto repair, which is nice. And so to fire off the arrows, as you can see here, pretty good, pretty quick, not too bad. I might play around with some different materials to see how they work out. There's a lot of different combinations you can try. The arrows themselves, as you can see here, are stone arrows at the moment. So that's what I made. I probably could make iron arrows, but right now they're stone arrows. I didn't realize how much they weighed. Accuracy 94%, break chance 17%, 19 ammo. Oh, you could put modifiers on the arrows. I had no idea you could do that. I wonder what you could put on that. I don't know. And then those are made from a stone arrowhead, a slime leaf fletching, and a wooden stick arrow shaft. So we might have to play around with different styles of arrows. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even know I could do that. So that has been the delve into the Tinkers. So the Tinkers is good and started and well on its way. We're probably going to do a few more things, but I don't know if we'll spotlight it. Well, I guess we could. One of the things I wanted to do was I need the hammer. All right. So I want to build this hammer. I'm going to look over here, and we've got a hammer. We need 2 plates and the tool rod. All right. So if we look up the hammer, let's go here for a second, go hammer. All right, so lots of hammers are out there. You can see lots of different abilities here. Mining speeds. I really need to get the cobalt, ardite, or manulium. I don't even know how to say that. But I have not gotten those quite yet. Ooh, an obsidian hammer. That could be nice. Netherrack hammer. I don't know what that would do. So as you can see, there's just so many different ones you can do here. And you can increase the speed of it and stuff. I don't know how to make the shiny. How do you make the shiny? Oh, not going to tell me. The other thing you can do here is, instead of maybe, if you want to go individual parts, like not just making the tool out of all one part, that's kind of the fun of Tinkers, is that you can mix and match with different things. So a tool rod, which is the handle, you might want to make out of one material that gives you certain modifiers, and that's different than maybe what the head of the tool is. So if we go into Tinkers here real quick, and we just take a look at the individual pieces, not the whole tool itself, but the pieces of the tool. So here we go. We can look at, so like these different tool rods here. So we know, although I think it's this bigger tool rod that it needs. I think it needs the tough tool rod. So if I make a wooden one, it gets a durability modifier of ×1. So that's, no big deal. But if I made it out of stone, notice it gets stone bound, but the durability is halved from whatever the overall tool is. If I make an iron, I get a 1.3 and it gets reinforced 1, so that could be good to go with an iron. Flint, I get a 0.7, not quite as good. I like to go with, I've seen this cactus before too. I've used on some swords and weapons because you get jagged. I might use that on the arrows. I wonder if I should do that on the arrows. I might have to think about that. Bone, you get a 1 time, so that's similar to wood. Obsidian, you get only a 0.8, which is interesting because you would think that something made of obsidian would be super tough, but they say once you work it, it becomes a little more fragile. But it does give you reinforced 3, so that's nice. Netherrack, you get stone bound, and you get a 1.2. That's not bad. And I've got a ton of netherrack at the moment. I could make it a netherrack hammer. I like slimy tough rod just because it gives you the 1.5. That's what I have been making most of my tools out of. We have cobalt. We don't have any of that. Ardite. Copper. We could go copper. That's a 1.15. That's better than iron was, wasn't it? No, it's a 1.3, just below iron. Bronze, 1.3. Alumite, one of the better ones. We don't have that. Steel, we could make some steel. 1.3. Here's the better slimy tough rod, the blue slime. Pig iron, I don't know how to make it unstable. So you get the, oh, silver's a 1.3, which isn't bad. Lead is a 1.1, but it gives it a heavy. So I think that means it slows it down. Ferrous, 1.35. Shiny would be nice. Invar, 1.4. That's not bad. Electrum, 1.4. Gets fancy and reinforced 1. Bedrockium, I don't know where that's, you get that. Magical wood, I don't have any of that. Plastic, don't have any of that. And slimy pink, don't have any of that. But man, you get a 2.5x modifier. I might have to figure that out. How do I make that at some point? But okay, so you get the idea. So you go through and you look at your different parts and you decide kind of what you want to add to your hammer there. So I think what I'm going to do, oh geez, it's dark already. I think I'm just going to go sleep in the bed. That's what I'm going to do. So I think we're going to make a hammer. I'll show you guys that on screen so you can kind of see how it works. And it doesn't have to be the greatest hammer yet. We can always make more. But I think what we'll do is we'll do... What do we have over here? Slimy tool, but I think it needs, if I recall correctly, the tough rod. So I don't have the tough rod yet. We're going to need to move this. And we need the tough rod up here. Yep, tough rod cast. Okay, good. Do I have enough? Yeah, I've got slime crystals. So I should have enough to make a tough rod. So let's do that. Oh, we need the actual... With this one, all I need is this, I believe. Now we can make the part. So we go in here, we drop it in, we drop our crystals in. It's going to use up 3 material costs, so it's going to use up 3 of those. And there we go. We got that. So now we're good. We can probably leave that there for now. Always come back. All right, so we've got the handle. Now the head of the hammer. We've got iron loaded in there at the moment. But what we should look at real quick is the head of the hammer here. So if I go flint, it only goes up to mining level iron, and it's a mining speed of 525. Of the other stuff I have, I could go obsidian, which is a mining speed 7, but durability is pretty low. But we're going to get a bunch of durability from the plates. So we could go obsidian. We could go netherrack. Mining speed's a 4, though, a 7. Really slow there again. Lead, where was silver? Mining speed 12. Redstone. I think we should do a silver. Maybe a silver, or I was thinking, where is it? Maybe it's the next one down. It's one of these ones. Tritanium. I was thinking about tritanium. Notice how the mining speed's super low, so I'll have to put a lot of redstone on it to get it the mining speed up. But it would have a ton of durability if I did that. Ooh, an electrum hammerhead. Mining speed 17. Maybe we should do that. Maybe that's what we should do. And just so we know, yep, we're done with this. And we need the head now. So let's grab this guy and throw him back. This one's going to cost 8 material to make. So we need to put in, how about electrum? That just sounds cool. Hold on. I have aluminum, electrum blocks. There we go. I need 8. So if I just put in one of the blocks, we'll get 9 electrum. We'll let that cook up. So we'll put that in there real quick. So it's going to burn that back in there. On the smeltery, you guys probably already know this, so I'm probably already explaining this and you already know, but you can change what liquid is at the bottom by just clicking on that liquid. So right now there's only iron in here, so it's going to be iron. As far as the plates, I think we'll just make, maybe we should just make iron plates. Are those listed in here? Just the plate part itself, these parts? Yeah, these. So if I just make an iron large plate, it's basically a 250 durability. It'd be nice to do. Oh yeah, see there you would think obsidian would be better and it's not. I think iron is our best bet just for now, and we have a bunch of it, so why not? Let's do iron plates. So you click the little edge, it's going to go ahead and cast it. As you can see here. And when it's done, you grab it. I need 2 of those. Good. This should be almost done, and when it's done, it's going to put the electrum up here. Perfect. Now we got electrum. And you can even see it in there, which I think is cool. This is one of the best mods I've ever seen created. It's just so good. And now we need the electrum head here, so we're going to go ahead and push that to the bottom like that. And finally, create the head of the hammer. So we have all the parts now, the tool rod, 2 plates, and the head of the hammer. Now you've seen the full process work on screen here. Oh, that's what I want. I don't want the, that's okay. So now we go to the tool area and we say, we choose the tool we're making, that one. And it says, okay, put your tough rod in, put your hammer head in, and put your plates in. And now we've got this hammer, and it tells us it's a fancy, slimy, reinforced one. And when we make it, there we go. We can hold our stats down. So the effective durability is 2,940, which is pretty good. The attack is up to a 2.5 hearts, which is pretty strong. Mining speed is pretty slow, though. So putting on the iron must have slowed down that attack speed that we saw with the electrum. Maybe I should have did electrum plates. Maybe that's how the way I should go. But that's okay, because we can fix it. So now, we want it to be a little better. We come over to our, over here. To our redstone. Watch this. We're going to go get a bunch more of this anyway, so I'll just use it up here. All right, so now we put the hammer in, and now you're putting a modifier in. We're going to use a modifier, as you can see here. You get, if I do this, I'm going to have 2 remaining because you get 3 with the weapon. And it even changes the weapon, which is kind of cool, so you can see that. So if I do that, it is now, when we look at it, look at that, mining speed 4.29. Let's do it again. Okay. 4.73. So you get the picture here. We're just going to keep going up and going up. Now, if I go higher, if I go above 50, it's going to use another modifier. So let's see what we can get it at. Before I do that, I don't want to do that. Let me get the dust instead of the block. Oh, I keep doing that. You can do individual too. Block lets you do it quicker, but the individual dust lets you do it one at a time. So here we go. We're at we're at 36 of 50. If we do a block, we're going to be at 45 of 50. Okay. And I want to be right at 50. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this in, and we're just going to do 46, 47, 48, 49. This will be 50 of 50. This is as fast as we can get it with the one modifier. 6.26. That's not too bad. It only mines level iron, which is fine because for this, we just want to hammer out cobble and that kind of stuff. That's all this is trying to do. And then we'll mine the other stuff with our thing. So I think that's pretty good. 6.26. What's our other? Mining speed 7, 525, mining speed 10. Because I went double up on it. I think we're good. So for now, I think that's what we'll do. And if I want, if it's not good enough, I could put 2 more modifiers on it at some point. So that is a, I guess, in-depth look at Tinkers, how to make a weapon, how to use this whole thing once it's set up. This is my setup. This is the way I like to do it. You guys can do it your way. There's probably hundreds of different ways to do it. And that was just one thing I wanted to show you. So next thing we're going to do. All right. So I got a lot of this tritanium, and I was looking up what does tritanium work for, and it's really the molecular. I think it's the. Let me type in mole here. No. Tritanium. Matter overdrive. That's what I was thinking of. So I saw this. I've never seen matter overdrive as a mod. So here it is. Here's all the stuff. And I thought, oh, this is interesting. And there's a lot of stuff in here. But what in the heck is going on? So I tried to figure it out on my own. Obviously, it didn't work. That's how it always works. So you always jump to the wiki or whatever. You go online, do some searching. And it looks like what we really need to do to get started. A lot of the guides tell you to build the matter scanner. But I think what we need is the data pad. So if we could build a data pad, I think this tells us the stuff we need to understand this mod. So I need an isolinear chip and a book, which we can build pretty easy. Isolinear chip is glass, redstone, and iron. No problem there. So let's burn through one of those. Let's come over here, and we're going to need iron, redstone, and I think I have glass in here, right? Where did I put that glass? So I'll put the block back. I'm done with that. Somewhere I have some glass. I know I have some glass. Where did I keep the glass? Oh, was I creating glass? Nope. Let me put this away so I'm not carrying it around. You know, you got to put your tools away when you're done working. Oh, that's right. I haven't built enough of them. And over here, I can put this back. And now all that stuff is put away and good. All right, so I need a little bit of redstone. Need a little bit of glass and a little bit of iron bar, which I have a couple of those. The only thing I'm missing is glass. How am I missing glass? Let's go check my... Nope, that's my netherrack. Let's sleep real quick. You're always missing something. You're always like, okay, I'm gonna do this episode, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna have it all ready, and no. Nope, don't have it all ready. How do I not have any glass? All right. All right. Let's go see, use these tools in action. Maybe I used it all up. I'm sure I have it somewhere. I'll find it in, like, you know, the next time I go searching. Let's just grab some sand, right? So we can make a few isolinear chips. Good enough. Perfect. See, now notice I've lost durability on that shovel, but it's going to start auto-repairing as I'm not using it. Come back in. Use our 3D furnace that I was just telling you guys about, which is so cool. Put that there, and then the only thing we don't have is coal, but I think we have some in here, maybe? Nope. I put the extra over here. Yep, there we go. Everything should be about workflow. I should really make it more efficient, but I never do. So why are we doing this? What are we going to possibly get out of doing this matter overdrive? Well, first thing is some machines that can build some stuff, but check this out. There's things like phasers. That seems pretty cool. Phaser rifles, plasma shotguns, ion sniper rifles. I'm all about that. Tritanium leggings and stuff. You can make an android or become an android. You can create matter and store matter, I believe. Look at these chests. These chests look really cool. I want some of these things. So that's why we're going to do it. I believe it is a Star Trek inspired mod. So I'm thinking the Admiral will like this quite a bit. We've got... Perfect. We're ready. All right. So what did it say? It was glass, iron, and that. Nope. Where's my isolinear chip? There it is. I had it completely wrong, huh? There we go. And let's make a couple. So we'll make 3, 3, 3. Because we're going to need some of those eventually anyways. All right, isolinear chip. Now we need a book, which I think I had. Oh, okay, God. Now we got to find a book, right? I thought I had a blank book. none of these are all my tinkers. I know I have some books. We gotta go back over to the other keep. Yeah, we gotta go this way. So let's cruise back over to this keep, because in this keep, I think I left some stuff that I haven't moved yet. This is my guest keep. So like, you know how people have guest house? This is gonna be the guest keep. So people that are gonna be hanging out over here, they can stay here and do some stuff. Now, did I have books here? Oh, there's that glass I was talking about. Let's take that. No. I don't see any books there. So let's go up. Here. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I know I have books. No book. Let's try, oh, yeah, I forget about that. What are you doing? Oh, I gotta figure out where I put everything. I had it all kind of spaced out, and then I moved, and I forgot to move everything. So I think I left it up here because I have a... Oh. What I have is... Oh, not there. Aha! Enchanting table. Tell me there's... It's making me mad. Where would the extra book have been? You know what? I don't care. Aha! Books! We got it. And we got a crafting table right there. Perfect. So now we take our isolinear chip and our book, and we have a data pad. Look at that. So that is really the first thing you probably want to do. And then look at this UI. Here we go. So we got machines, matter replicator, matter decomposer, matter recycler, matter analyzer, pattern storage, pattern monitor, transporter, holographic signs. That seems cool. Molecular inscriber, and a contract market. Resources, dilithium ore and tritanium, which we've seen. Transporting matter. Matter transport, matter replication failure, matter scanner, matter plasma, pattern drive, power, network, and then the items, as we can see here. So we can make food, emergency rations, weapons, androids. So I think this is going to help quests. I don't even know what that is. So we've got a whole cool kind of UI to try to figure some of this stuff out. So we're going to start a little bit on this. Like, eventually I want to be able to make a solar panel, I believe, but I think that's going to power us, but I don't know if I can make the solar panel until I can make isolinear circuits. And I can't make those until I can get a molecular inscriber going. So we'll have to figure all that out. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. So that is what I wanted to show you. Those are the two things. So Tinker's complete. We're starting Matter Overdrive just to play around with that. And I think the next episode will be our Matter Overdrive setup when I actually understand it a little better and I can talk to you about it just like I did with Tinker's today. So that is, this is going good. Tree farm's going good. Watch the books be in here. No. Oh, that's all still there. Okay. Oh, and I think I'm probably going to complete more of the keep by the next episode. I'll do some of that offline and come back in and start building that. I won't be completed, but it'll be bigger. So you can kind of get an idea of what that's going to look like. Because I need more basalt. I'm doing a bunch of basalt. So I need more of that. I think I can put that in there. All right, so thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. There's going to be plenty more. We're probably going to go visit some of the other guys here pretty soon too. Once we're finally, I feel like we're getting set up. We got our tools. We needed this hammer to go get more basalt so we could finish more of the keep. That's really why we need to do that. So stay tuned for more. We'll be back. Have fun. Bye-bye.